So the first thing you need to do, oh, hang on. Just joking.
20.
Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is write your name on the top, on the name line. Everybody need to do that? Okay. The date today is what? 9-13-21. What do I like over here on this side of your paper? R, and over here? An L. All right, so remember how Miss Arwood told us about putting our objects in a nice organized 5 group so that we can talk about adding one more. So right here what they did says draw one more in the 5 group, and in the box write the numbers to describe the new picture. So we have some smiley faces here, okay? And how many? I know that this whole row right here is how much? 5, 6, 7. They want us to add one more to the group. So we're going to do another smiley face right here, and we're going to line it right up so that it's nice and organized. So one more smiley face. Then it's easy to see, if you guys know your numbers, how you can see numbers in a 10 frame, that 1 more than 7 is what? 8. And that's what this sentence says right here. 1 more than 7 is 8. And another way I could write that would be 7 plus 1 equals 8. Very good. All right. Now we got some hearts over here on number 2. And I don't even have to count those hearts. I can tell that this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or it kind of looks like a 10 frame. And I know all the way filled up except for 1 on a 10 frame is what number? 9. So let's draw one more heart, nice and organized in our 10 frame right here.
Oh, I always make hearts.
Do your best heart.
Always make hearts.
Now it's easy to see. We had 9, we added one more. Now look at that. It looks like a full 10 frame to me. So 1 more than 9 is 10. Write it right here. That sentence right there. It says 1 more than 9 is 10. So I could write that in a number sentence and write 9 plus 1 equals 10. Oh, easy peasy. Good.
That's 6 hours.
Don't need to hear extra talking. Okay. Now we got some triangles. Okay? And I know that a full line right here in a 10 frame is how much? 5, and then I have 6. They want us to draw one more, so draw one more triangle.
Triangles are easy.
Good. Okay. So now I can see in my 10 frame that 1 more than 6 is what? 7, and that's what our sentence says right here. 1 more than 6 is 7. So 6 plus 1 equals, are you with me, Emiliana? All right, now we're going to do those. Oh, here's a nice quick draw. We're going to talk about that a lot in math. I'll say just show me quick circles, okay? So now I see that there's 5, because that's a whole row right there of my 10 frame. There's 5. We're going to add one more, but to make it look nice in a 10 frame, we would have to go to the next line. So come down here and do your circle.
Yeah.
And now it looks like what number?
6.
6. So 1 more than 5 equals 6. So 5 plus 1 equals. Ooh, but look down here. Now we have to fill in the number bond for our equation right there. So remember, these two parts are the parts, and they hook together to make the whole number. So look at this equation right here that we did. 6 plus 1 equals 7. What's one of my parts?
6 and 1.
Oh, Angel says 6 and 1. So I'm going to put 6 here and 1 here. And Talon, what did they go together to make? Those two parts. They made 7 altogether. Good. So put 7 in your whole number. Now we have another number bond over here, but it's turned the other way. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, number bonds can go up and down. They can go side to side. As long as you can see which two are the parts that are hooking together to make the whole number. Okay?
5 and 1.
Okay. Cameron says that the parts are 5 and 1. Do you agree with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, but will you please wait until I call on you to tell me answers? 5 and 1. So, Toby, together, 5 and 1 makes what? What's my whole number going to be?
6.
6. Good. So 5 and 1 are the two parts. We put them together and made our whole number 6. Is this easy? Good.
Yep.
Flip it over like a pancake.
Pancake.
All right, we're going to do the same thing on this side. How many raindrops do you see right here? 8. Let's add one more.
9.
Oh, and now we have 9. So, Yadira, 1 more than 8 is?
9.
Ooh, your name's not Yadira. So, Titus, 8 plus 1 equals?
9.
You got it. It is easy to see the number when it's in a nice organized 10 frame. Okay, these look like donuts or SpaghettiOs maybe. All right. You never ate SpaghettiOs? All right. How many donuts do you see right here? 7. So we're going to draw one more. Ooh, but they changed our sentence a little bit. Now it says blank is 1 more than 7. Ray, what is 1 more than 7? What did we draw?
8.
8 is 1 more than 7. Uno más. So then right here, 7 plus 1 equals what?
8.
Is it okay if my whole number is on the left side and my equation's on the right side? Yeah, as long as it's the same on both sides. Did you guys read that story about the crowded, noisy house?
Yeah.
Yes, and in that story, remember the man, he kept going, oy vey, right?
Yeah.
Oy vey. That means like, oh no. And so when in math sometimes, I will say, when our whole number comes first in front of our equation, like this where it says 8 equals 7 plus 1, I say, oy vey. Because then you know that our equation's switched around a little bit. It's okay, but that way you're telling me you can see that the whole numbers come in first. So when you hear me say, oy vey, that means we're going to write an equation with our whole number first, okay? Just so you know, you're going to hear me say that a lot in math, all right? All right, let's move on to the cues. You guys get to learn your cues this week, too. We're going to handwrite cues. How many cues do you see in that nice organized 10 frame? 6. So let's draw one more cue. Una más.
It's like Quinley, my best friend.
Cue. So we started with the number 6. And we added one more. So blank is 1 more than 6. What is 1 more than 6? 7 is 1 more than 6. Oy vey. I see an equation where our whole number is going to come first. So what's our whole number here? 7 equals 6 plus 1. 7 equals 6 plus 1. All right, let's look at these stars right here. Those are cool stars. How many stars do you see in that nice organized 5 group? Yes, 5. So let's add one more down here on the bottom. Okay? Just do your best. I just made it like a T because I don't have time to draw that star. Okay, so now how many do we have? All together, how many do we have? 8? 6. Yes, so 6 is 1 more than 5. Oy vey, do you see an equation that's backwards? Yes. So my whole number is going to go in the front. That's okay. That works. What number is 5 plus 1? 6 equals 5 plus 1.
And then the last one is so hard.
Hold on. Now, they want us to imagine adding one backpack. We're not going to draw a backpack. We're going to use our brains and see if we can see it in our brain. All right? So how many backpacks do you see? 7. So one of my parts is going to be 7. Write it right there. Now I want you to use your brain to imagine. Do I want you to yell out answers at me? No. I want you to imagine in your brain adding another backpack right here, okay? But we're not going to do it. We're just going to use our brain. If I put another 1 right here, how many backpacks would I have?
8.
Thanks for raising your hand, Ray. How many?
8.
8. Altogether, I would have 8 backpacks. So what's that part that we added? We started with 7. You're not with me, Titus. Please don't do that.
Okay.
How many backpacks did I add in my brain?
1.
How many, Axel? ¿Cuántos más? 1, yes. Okay. So 7 and 1 equals 8. So let's fill in our sentence over here. 1 more than 7 is 8. So 7 plus 1 equals 8. Very good. All right, we're going to do another page. We're going to practice this a little bit more. Okay, on our homework page right here, go ahead, write your name again. Write your name again. And the date. Ooh, class. You are awfully loud today. Can someone tell me what the date is today? Thank you. All right. So the directions on this one says, how many objects do you see? Draw 1 more. How many objects are there now? So let's look at those cylinders right there. Look at the cylinders. How many do you see? 9. They want us to draw 1 more. So a cylinder, you can draw like a little circle like this, a line down, and a line across. So now how many cylinders do you see? 10. Good, Emiliano. So 1 more than 9 is 10. And 9 plus 1 equals 10. Let's look at our number bond. My whole number is on the left side right here. And my 2 parts that are going together to make that number are on the right side. So in that equation, what are my 2 parts?
9 and 1.
Very good. 9 and 1. And together, we put those together and we made what number, Ariane? 10. Ariane, what number?
10.
Thank you. Hadley, I don't need to hear from you right now. All right, number 2. How many stars do you see? They're in a nice organized 5 group, 10 frame.
7.
5, 6, 7, yes. So we're going to draw 1 more. Uno más. If you don't know how to make a star, it's okay. Just do your best. If you don't know how to make a star, you can make a star like this, okay? All right. So now how many stars do you see? How many stars do you see now, Ellie?
8.
8. Good. So 8 is 1 more than 7. Oy vey. What do you see? An equation where our whole number is coming first. So 8 equals 7 plus 1. So Hyra, what's my whole number? What's my big number? How many did we make all together now?
I think 7 and 1.
7 and 1, those are the parts, but what's the whole number now? We put 7 and 1 together to make what number?
8.
8, good. So 7 and 1 were the parts. We put those 2 parts together and made the number 8. Okay, I'm waiting. Hey, I see a nice organized row of right triangles right there. Those are called right triangles. Look like they have an L. Okay. How many right triangles do you see if we have a whole row of them? 5. Thanks for raising your hand, Talon. I appreciate that. 5. So let's draw 1 more right triangle. Make an L. And then hook it together. Good. So, Yadira, how many triangles do you see now? 6. Okay, so 6 is 1 more than 5. We started with 5. And we drew one more. Oy vey! This equation is flipped around. My whole number is coming first, Talon. So blank equals 5 plus 1. What do you think? What's the answer there? Your name's not Talon. 6 equals 5 plus 1. So Ray, what two numbers did we add together to make our whole number there?
I'm
5 and 1, good. 5 and 1, and together you're right, makes 6, good. 5 and 1, we put those two parts together to make our whole number. Okay, now we have some sons. Hadley, we got some sons. How many sons do you see?
8.
Oh, thanks for raising your hand, Adriel. How many do you see? 8 sons. Let's add one more son. I'm just going to do a circle and do some lines like this on it. Okay.
Okay. I want to circle and draw lines.
So, Kimmy, how many sons do you see now?
9.
Your name's not Kimmy. Stop shouting out answers. Kimmy, how many do you see now? How many sons? 9. Ooh, so blank plus blank plus 1 equals blank. So look, there's my equal sign, so it looks like my whole number is going to have to come over here. How many did we make all together? 9. So what's my equation over here going to say? What plus 1? What number did we start with?
8.
Titus, what number did we start with?
We started with 8.
8 plus 1 equals 9. So Elliot, tell me, what's my number bond going to look like? What are my two parts and what's my whole number? 8 and 1 are the parts, good. Oh yes, very good. We made 9 all together. Yeah, flip it over like a pancake. Kind of hard to see these pencils.
I can see them.
You can see them? Okay. But guess what? They're asking us to imagine adding one more pencil. Instead of drawing another pencil, we're going to use our brains and see if we can see it with our brain. How many pencils do you see here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pencils. So if we added another pencil, how many would we have?
6.
Good. 1 more than 5 is 6. So Emiliano, 5 plus 1 equals 6. Good. So Cameron, what would my number bond look like here? What are my parts and what's my whole number?
5, 6.
What were my parts though? 5 and what?
5 and 1.
Good. 5 and 1 are my parts. And together they made what number?
6.
You got it. Okay, now we're going to imagine the flowers. Do you want to try and do this one by yourself?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's start first. How many flowers do you see all together right there?
8.
I see 8. Well, there's 5 here. 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I see 8 flowers. Imagine drawing another flower and then fill in your equation. We're going to start here. 8 plus 1 equals blank. All right, I want you to fill in your sentence, your answer, and your number bond here, please, and then I will be by to check.